Hello. I am Crafty Andy, and today I'm going to be starting my kids book. So, starters, going to involve mice, and should probably out. First thing I want to do is make a sheet. Made this some time ago, and I figured, you know what, might as well make it. I like how they look. Not necessarily. Also, not really digging the not having pupils thing. I should have pupils. Just saying. At least pupils. Maybe different color eyes too. And also, I'm going to be testing out some mediums to figure out which traditional media I want to do. For acrylics, probably not acrylics. They'll paint too much over the black. Probably either be watercolors or color pencil. That's what I'm gonna go for. That way, yeah. And also, as far as like videos go, you can always go on the Crafty Arts channel. Right here, Crafty Arts, and videos I have in the works are going to be going on the Weird Source channel. Loading, and there it is, the Weird Source channel. There it is. Really like everything's Patreon, right there, $2. Whoop. Patreon. There we go. Books. Yeah, I got one patron. 999 more to go, and I can do this full time. 999. Gotta get 999. Somehow. There's better artists. They're able to be more active than me. Have 600, but hey, I can do it. I'm only doing $2 a month. Pretty sure most people can still afford $2 a month. Especially for some entertainment, or you know, ask me questions. Let me be a all-in-out weirdo. I got other projects in the works. I'm gonna be juggling. I get this done. First off, I get my characters. Yeah, I got $1.50 from patron. TJ, Brent. I think Karen is a little distracting right now. I mean, if this about a year, Karen is going to be distracting. Maybe Greg. On very few people. Greg. Every time I see Karen, I'm going to replace it with Greg. I'm going to try to document this as much as I can through the GoPro. Considering how much space this type of video... Nah, fuck it. I'm going to deal with it. Try to do time lapse. How that turn. Time lapse. Every half a second. Take me an hour to about something. Second. I think that'll be my trying to save space and time. So my power hard drives. Pages, probably not yet. Not even today. Character sheet. Bastard's gonna. This good bastard's gonna. So, this one pencil. It was gonna be 5, but I skimmed it down to 4. Shorten up the story. point across. All this stuff. Oh wait, even better. Call him. Dirty rat. Okay. Okay. How are we gonna do that up? We have some samples actually. I think I did the first page of this like do my third time doing the first page too. But hey, you know, first 2 pages I guess. I have a problem overthinking it, I guess. Overthinking and planning. Overweighting. Over everything. Oh. Yes, I can do. I'm gonna go with the no. Make one of make Maryland. almost took. Oh. Often brushing. Fuck. Fucking. Stay awake. I think it's because I'm gonna sleep. Get up. Got up early. Mouse bot. Ugh. Oh, this just kind of happens a lot. Had a crash and even like make some. For it. I'm doing this. I like what making. YouTube. Also, like hated. Still have this one would have. Typical. Oh, I like that. Approach. Crash. Here, that's why. And look at that, I'm getting viewers on here. What kind of psycho's making a kid? 2 a.m. Not 2 a.m. 5 a.m. my time. Wonder if there's any in the chat. Okay. Okay. Rations. Because I just bit. I won't do this one. I'm probably just getting a few. I want these.
Oh, okay. I can't wait for this next one. This is sweet. Really, really like the style and the mood of the track. Upbeat, loving it. It's got a really sweet driving beat to it. This is actually pretty sweet. Wow. Good groove, great percussion that drives the track along. Like I said, the beat is tight here. It's just an amazing, amazing listening experience. Dude, this is epic. This is some epic shit right here. This is amazing. I would honestly put this maybe in my top 5 of anything I've ever heard. Well, sure, I guess. What? Oh, snap. Yes.
Nice. I don't know. For reference, no. Realistic. Too cartoon. Not that violent. If it was really violent, I'd make these really super quick. Kind of cool. Back to me. Cool. Scary. A little too scary.
I don't know about that, brother.
For David Peterson. Purposely realized he could just turn chronically out. Because of that. Do you believe in the different eye? I want to say, yeah, let's have one like constantly. Trent. Extradition. Maryland. One. You're moving up. And different thumbnails. Fill effect. Zoom in. Oh, yeah. Bathroom. My favorite. Well, at least it didn't happen right when I started. GoPro just a bit. Mini drawings here. Work as thumbnails. Wasn't any of the details, just like the shapes. Sharpen up my lead holder. Kind of like avocado. Belly's tender. You wouldn't see this actually. Finger grew up. notice a lot of all the air in a certain way. Avoid having to do through the face, but not really to avoid it, just because it looks better. Itu Gamba Appa. Right. 18 Alden Lantif. Hello. Do not speak your language. I appreciate you stopping by. I don't care what you, as far as understanding, if you don't want to translate. All good, no matter what you said. Engagement. Never really thin tail. Whatever. Hey. I think we have to take a bathroom break here. Let me check out some of my videos. Break, because I don't have any commercials. I actually have to get up and do it. Hold on. And stay awake at the same time.
Hello, I'm Crafty Andy. Don't mind.
Some samples. So, go. First attempts, first concepts. Then I plan on just refining it once and for all, and moving on from there. Same thing with this, like this page here, it's all gonna change. When you look uniquely different. We're all in. I gotta take a bathroom break. Hold on.
Engage in an act.
Hello, I'm Crafty Andy, and these are my thoughts. A lot of people are crying and whining over the iDubbbz video titled, I miss the old iDubbbz.
For a while, I felt like if I changed my content over time, that people would see that as a reflection of who I am and what I value. But I'm starting to realize that that is a very weak and passive way to, you know, run my channel and live my life. So I think it's, you know, if I'm gonna have the balls to go to Tana's fan meetup and say slurs at her and then make a video about how it's okay to say slurs, I think I should have the balls to make an apology video and take accountability for the mistakes I've made.
First, despite how popular he is, many people don't know who he is. So, who is iDubbbz? iDubbbz is a comedic commentator who had a few different types of videos, but his main draw was Content Cop, where he would be hyperbolically critical of bigger content creators.
When it comes to showing off the rapper lifestyle, whether it be with women or money, he has the most generic taste imaginable. Let me pile 14 women in front of me to show you that I get women. Do you believe that I'm not gay yet? Check out these next clips where I basically lie to some girls on my stream.
No, but I'm not streaming though. I just wanted to call you.
Oh, you're not?
No, I just wanted to call you and just talk.
I'm not live right now, right?
No. Basically, we were just chilling on Omegle. She didn't know that I was live to 3,000 people.
These videos were definitely punching up, and I still am a fan of them, as many other people are. Though I imagine for different reasons. According to iDubbbz, he felt like they were promoting bigotry and apathetic hatred.
I am responsible for creating a lot of hurtful and damaging content on this channel. And I've also created a culture of apathy and, I don't know, a lot of like cruelty as well.
I just found them to be amusing, including all my friends. One example is the Tanamangu Content Cop. It has a frank discussion on how there is this weight put on certain slurs, and in Tana's case, was at the time just being a hypocrite.
I tweeted him, and I don't remember exactly what I said. I'm sure you can find it, but it was like, you have 5 million subscribers, you say the N-word in your video. Like, that's not cool. Kill yourself.
I didn't respond to her tweet. Instead, I did a bit of research and I found out that she used the dreaded N-word in the past. But she didn't use the N-word in the same way that I use it. She used it in a very mean-spirited way.
You know this.
You fucking. Growing up in Vegas, everybody said those words, and I didn't even know that they were considered racist at all. They were in rap songs, and I totally thought it just meant like homie or like friend.
Exaggerator, a storytime Pokemon, also known as the physical embodiment of hypocrisy. Each face tells a different story.
She fucked me with a toothbrush!
Claiming the use of the neighbor word, no matter the context, makes you a racist. And then dropping a queer slur within that same statement.
It doesn't matter the context that you say it in, it's still racist.
It doesn't matter the context you say it in, it's still racist. Listen up, teachers of America. If you've ever read aloud Huckleberry Finn to your students, you've engaged in an act of racism.
The supporters call themselves N-word faggots. Like, that's what they call each other. Faggots.
Whoa, Tana, you're gonna drop the F-bomb like that? Listen, Tana, it doesn't matter the context you use it in. It's still homophobic. Obviously, that's just a bit of hyperbole on my part.
I didn't think an apology video was necessary at first, but people are stupid. Think of how stupid the average person is and then realize that half of the other people out there in the world are dumber than that.
Sarcasm and like jokiness and jokey tone only goes so far, especially over the internet. Even in real life, that's like an impossible thing to know with 100% certainty.
There is a whole crowd of normies that think someone using a slur gives them a permission to use it themselves on a daily basis, no matter what setting they're in, and that criticism of another person is permission to harass that person. It's frustrating to me, though, that there is this hang-up on certain words. Words by themselves are innocent. It's the context in which they are used.
Have you or your friends ever said a word so frequently that it's lost a lot of the initial punch that it had, and eventually it just lost all meaning entirely? You should say yes, because it happens all the time. I remember initially hearing the word cunt and how awful that sounded, but I've used it so frequently that it means fucking nothing to me now. Cunt. Tech cunt here. Okay, cunt. So all of you people out there who hold these words at such high esteem, you are giving it the power that you so desperately want it to not have.
Hey, I know I'm Whitey, the blue-eyed devil, patio fake, gray boy, honky motherfucker myself. Don't bother my ass. They're only words. You can't be afraid of words that speak the truth, even if it's an unpleasant truth, like the fact that there's a bigot and a racist in every living room on every street corner in this country.
I always say leftists get hung up on ideas, liberals get hung up on words. The thing that brings my piss to a boil, though, is you can lose your career from not even accidentally saying a slur, like when a mayor pressured a local news station to fire their weatherman for flubbing a line.
Jeremy Capel says he got tongue-tied during a broadcast and uttered what sounded like an offensive racial slur.
Martin Luther King Jr. Park.
Viewers in Rochester, New York were stunned. They took to social media to vent their outrage. It is beyond unacceptable that this occurred. There must be real consequences for the news personality involved. Capel was fired Sunday night by the station's news director.
While people like Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Stephen Crowder, Michael Knowles, Matt Walsh can say all the bigoted shit they want and rake in millions.
Transgenderism must be eradicated from public life entirely. The whole preposterous ideology.
Meanwhile, conservative influencers like Michael Knowles and Matt Walsh have flagrantly advocated for the eradication of trans people, cloaking it in dishonest terms so as to create enough reasonable doubt to swindle stupid people into believing that they're not openly pushing a genocidal agenda. But many in their audience understand the dog whistles, see the true message, and have embraced the genocide, as evidenced by a casual reading of either of their comment sections.
But hey, they didn't specifically say kill X group or say a series of slurs, so it's all right.
Never said, you heard exactly what I said. I said that for the good of these people in particular, so presumably I don't want to murder them, and I talked about an ideology in particular. I'm not talking about eradicating any human beings.
In fact, considering the threat Michael Knowles made to the lives of other human beings, hitting him with a truck full of cancer would be self-defense, in my opinion, but I do not advocate for that. I do not advocate for violence because that would be against YouTube's TOS. JonTron, on the other hand, never apologized for his blatantly racist views, his actual racist views. As far as we know, he still holds them. Before anyone tries to point out he made an apology video, he didn't. All he did was acknowledge what he said and then moved on like nothing mattered.
But they don't actually want to talk about what's causing black lives in America to be affected, which is young black males.
Okay, what's the problem with young black males?
Well, they commit a disproportionate amount of crime in the country, and mostly against each other.
Why do they commit a disproportionate amount of crime?
Well, we can go into that forever, and I don't really want to go into it.
So people like you are why BLM exists. What you just said was like so mind-numbingly like arrogant. Like, do you think they just do it because they're black? Because the Negroid skull like predisposes them to crime? Well, then why did you laugh there when I asked you that?
Because I don't want to go. I don't want to incriminate myself, and because I'm not.
Why are you so scared of saying something that's going to come off as racist? Don't you think that's a little bit predictive of?
You're like going on a what's one of those talk shows where they try to trap you.
Do you feel like you're being trapped?
You should go on CNN, dude. You should work for CNN. The simple point I was trying to make is that it's hypocritical for those who see everything in terms of race to suddenly turn around and object when white people speak up in what they believe are the best interests of their race. And it's also hypocritical to keep saying you want to have an honest conversation about race if you don't actually want to have an honest conversation about race. And anytime someone brings up an uncomfortable statistic, you freak out and burn things down or something.
Career-wise, sure, it was the smart thing to do because a few months later he was back making videos and still making videos today and making millions. I agree he's definitely talented, but I'd be reluctant to ever financially support him in light of his racist views. Yet, do we get any clarification on that or an apology? No. Anyways, I have to give iDubbbz props for this video. It's actually nice to see such a public figure put himself in a vulnerable position, whether it's for money, to promote his boxing career, his boxing venture, to protect that from his old content. Doesn't matter. He didn't have to make this video. He could have just renamed himself and pretend this never happened. Like Filthy Frank did. He's now Joji and he makes popular music.
On him. It doesn't sound like a guy who's trying to get into the good graces of other people online, because if he wanted to do that, he could pretty much just ignore this, and most people who still like him probably wouldn't even care. Because this isn't really for the fans of iDubbbz. This is for the people that his content hurt.
He went on to lay out some of his insecurities.
I am very insecure about my ability to create interesting content or like entertain. It's gotten better over the years, but it's something that I have struggled with constantly. And it's one of the reasons why I, kept making this hurtful content. I'm not confident in my ability to entertain. And I think if I had to rely on my personality to entertain people, that I wouldn't I wouldn't have any amount of success.
Even describing his evolution from having some fucked up points of view.
I've just always had this dumb philosophy that I'm not responsible for, you know, my audience and how they behave beyond what content I put out.
And then learning to have a little more empathy. I want to get into his hideous viewpoint a little more. Some people still hold that you are not responsible for your audience. Well, of course, you're not responsible for what every audience member does. However, that was the only thing that comes close to anything shocking iDubbbz believed. In an extreme case, if I say a group of people is subhuman and inspire someone to do some violent action, whether or not I told them to do that action, I'm still kind of responsible for that and to some degree. In the less extreme sense, if I criticize a piece of media and it inspires a harassment campaign on someone, I guess the least I could do is denounce such a practice if I'm made aware of it, of course.
No hard feelings, John. A lot of my angry voice calling out your name and your things about the movie, that's most of it is just done from an expressive comedic purpose. If you're watching this video, don't it doesn't matter if he's in Hollywood and he's like a celebrity that's like too big or whatever, like don't, even if it's punching up, don't punch, okay? Just don't fucking, yeah, don't bug him on Twitter or whatever, like just fuck. If I catch you doing that, you're banned. I'll ban you. That's the most I can do, I guess, but...
You'd think it'd go without saying, but I guess not. iDubbbz and other past characters like him, such as Filthy Frank, always came off as satire to me, and I imagine how the majority of people saw it too.
And it would be funny in that, oh my god, I can't believe he said that kind of way, right? I'm not gonna say that those moments can't be funny, because there's like a lot of comedy in, oh my god, he's saying the thing that most people aren't gonna say. Or he's so socially unaware that he's saying this thing and he doesn't understand that it's offensive, or he does, but he's saying it anyway kind of thing. Like, that can sometimes be funny. He definitely expressed isms and things like that, but I think a lot of the isms were him saying edgy words, saying the N-word, saying various slurs as a punchline. Like, the joke is that he said the word.
Which is why I consider Rich Review
In 1980, in 2023, nothing has changed. Operation Wolf Return, first mission VR. In the face of such violence, we offer you a badass. In 1987, they were badass. Back.
Anyways. Before I was really interrupted by my bowel movements. Right. think what might help is have the description. Caffeine's taking effect a little more. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. Take the dog out for a walk. Actually kind of helps the exercise portion of my life. Alright. Stop. Could have bought like a house figurine. Mouse card 3. It is incredible. That. Give me some mouse card. Obviously, that's not the style anymore. I'm not going to rip his style off. Not that you can own a style. Homemade mouth. That's kind of good. Nice move. The other example sucks. I don't know. Yes, we have. Like a full straight on shot, because then you have to worry about symmetry. That's just a pain in the ass. Unless it's something serious, you almost never see it without it being cut off either. Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at like those kind of. I'll probably go for. Nope. I don't have like longer one. the floor body. Break out into a song. Drifting off. Seriously, like. Ooh. Sun is arising.
And let me tell you one thing. You do not want to keep your kids. Damn it! Hello everybody, it's your boy Mr. Anti-Woke here to save you from the neo-Marxist agenda that is here to groom your kids into becoming feminist transsexual snowflakes. The new Mario movie came out, and let me tell you, it is super woke. Do not let your kids see it. It is spreading the feminist message. It is filling your kids with estrogen. And it is going to lead them down the path of self-destruction.
We are going to stop that monster.
And when the little girls and the little confused boys who go to public school, who are witnessing the cat litter boxes in their classrooms, they're seeing this Princess Peach being a girl boss, and now they're going to be girl bosses themselves. They're going to want to emulate that in their life. And now all of a sudden you got all these girls having podcasts and taking charge of businesses and taking the jobs away from qualified, strong, alpha male men. And next thing you know, the entire economy collapses, the entire country collapses, Western civilization as we know it will end, and we'll just be a bunch of brainless apes running around, throwing poo-poo, eating the poo-poo, caca everywhere. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen with this message from this Mario movie. These are the issues we need to concern ourselves with. It's going to be a failure. This woke nonsense is something that people never ask for, never want to see. It is bombing itself in the theaters as we speak. And what? What was that? Oh, really? Update. The movie is a huge success. It is definitely anti-woke. It is the highest grossing animated opening ever. It's got a 96% score from audiences, 53% score on Rotten Tomatoes from critics. So it's clear that the only reason why they hate this movie is because Chris Pratt's in it. We all know that the critics actually love it. They just hate it because Chris Pratt's in it. He's a right-winger. He's a Christian. Therefore, the leftist, neo-Marxist, transsexual snowflakes hate him. That's why they hate this movie. They think they hate this movie. It's truly an anti-woke message being driven out into the masses. The people have spoken. This movie is a huge success, and it's definitely safe for your children to go see. In other woke news, Kid Rock has gone fully woke, everybody. Yeah, you might have seen him shooting up the Bud Lights with his machine gun, but that's really just a cover. That is a veneer. We are not fool. We are genius galaxy brain people here, and we know that Kid Rock has gone super woke. Here is an image of him drinking a Bud Light, wearing a Coors Brew hat. Don't they know that Coors Brew grooms your children? And he's hanging out with a drag queen, which also grooms your children. Everything grooms your children. Just keep that in mind. Everything's grooming your children. But that image has clearly demonstrated that Kid Rock has gone fully woke, and we need to eradicate Kid Rockism from all public life, in all of its forms, in every aspect. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to get rid of all my Kid Rock CDs. Yeah. Right, what do we got here? Metallica, Nine Inch Nails. Metallica, Nine Inch Nails. Nine Inch Nails. Metallica, Limp Bizkit, Nine Inch Nails. Oh, well, That was easy. I don't have any Kid Rock CDs. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, that is your boy, Mr. Anti-Woke. Yeah. Charming out. Take care. Stay unwoke. Estrogen free.
What they are doing is they're trying to brainwash society to think that that's how women are supposed to be. And this is dangerous because then we have women who go out there who think they're men and they wind up getting hurt. They wind up getting raped.
2 white men, record box office figures. Maybe diversity isn't such a strength after all.
This is freaking going woke.
It is.
I'll take my kids to watch. Now I was like, no. Like, I don't support subversive woke crap.
It is in line with what you'd expect from feminist, leftist perspectives in movie writing. In fact, there's a point in the movie where Peach literally says Mario is nobody and they cheer.
Global opening? Yeah, not so good. And Mario did 377 million? Some would say that's more. Oh my gosh.
Everybody knows it's going to be endless lecturing. That's why Top Gun did so well.
Let's talk about Mario 64 or, Mario Galaxy or whatever. Mario doesn't accomplish things through power-ups.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Subscribe, share, like, comment me ideas for topics and art. Patreon if you want early episodes, sketchbook access, and high-res downloads. Discord group to interact with me and other creators. Under the group name Horny Jail Alliance. Prints are for sale at the online store. Live streams on the Rotten A Creations channel. Some real weird stuff on the Weird Zors channel. Share, subscribe, like I said, goodbye.
Hello, I'm Crafty Andy, and these are my thoughts. There is a lot of butthurt going on in the creative world right now. Can I use the word butthurt on YouTube? Is that okay? Does that count as swearing? So I was messing around with Midjourney, an AI art generator, and I came up with a bunch of interesting images before the credits ran out and I had to pay a monthly fee in order to use it. Believe me, the subpocalypse is another thing to address. So I was just trying real hard to create some kind of like alien thing. I described it as an animal bursting out of a child's chest like in the movie Alien. Here's a dog made out of dental floss. Weasel bursting out of a child's chest. For some reason, balloons are included. Adler the eagle. I mean, that's an eagle. Akira in the style of Cuphead. Kinda? Not really? Indiana Jones as a rabbit. Lilo and Stitch Grindhouse movie. This one I typed in Majira Strawberry in the style of H.R. Giger. I mean, it's a strawberry. I don't think it knows who Majira is, though. Mark Zuckerberg as a human. Mark Zuckerberg stealing your grandma's identity. This one's my background. Muslim fighting Care Bears at Washington, D.C. Richard Nixon in a mech warrior suit. Stomping on communism. Tetris the movie. Care Bears cyberpunk. Ultra-realistic Courage the Cowardly Dog. And I feel like the results here are probably the best. Vladimir Putin being punched by Howard the Duck. Anyways, AI art is the future. There's nothing you can do about it, and just like machinery and computers have made many jobs easier to the point of obsolescence, the same goes with AI art. Look at these examples of AI creating 80s dark fantasy versions of things like Majora's Mask. Or how about Cthulhu Land?
This Lovecraftian nightmare does exist. Upon entering the park, you'll notice a wide variety of different attractions, anywhere ranging between the horribly grotesque to some rather breathtaking achievements in architecture. The first bunch of attractions that you'll see are the stunning water slides.
Some of these images are off, like this guy having 20 fingers on the guitar, but hey, as far as concepts and inspiration goes, all of this looks pretty damn amazing. In fact, how long before AI can just generate movies for us instead of it being a process that takes 2 to 5 years, along with a $100 million budget, on top of another $100 million budget to advertise it?
Let's finish this! One, two, three! Shoot!
Think of how many ideas die in the concept phase, or even the pitching phase, that could be realized as this technology improves. We could finally get a proper Bone movie as if it was intended, instead of all the attempts to water it down or just cancel it to save money.
When it comes to writing and programming, it's no different than writing scripts to run shortcuts that make the work go faster and more efficiently. All those horror stories of crunch and having mental breakdowns can be reduced, like the amount of lost fingers and limbs that would occur when humans had to be more involved with the manufacturing process of things we take for granted today. Back to art though, let's focus on that. In the 90s, the threat to artists was clip art. Why hire an artist to spruce up my presentation, pamphlet, or advertisement when I could just pay $20 for a CD full of clip art? Then it was the internet. Why hire an artist if I can just search up an image? Now we are at AI. It steals work from other artists. So fucking what? So is every other artist in existence. Have you forgotten the term steal like an artist? That refers to seeing what others have done and then making something based on that, but more personalized to your standard style and tastes. I have an entire book on it right here with the same title. It's common for budding artists to practice by drawing from references or outright recreating other people's works. Why I've long since teased in my art bios, sure, trace, recolorize my work, do it, post it everywhere. I just want the credit. As long as you're not making money off of it, why should I give a shit if you have your Facebook profile as a character of mine? Unless, again, you falsely claim it's something you made or you're impersonating me. Who cares? Otherwise, I never got this whole fucking beware page shit that would go on all the time. All that aside, the difference between me getting photo references together, plotting out the composition on a poster board, sketching, inking, and then painting this, as opposed to using an AI, is about 40 hours.
Last I checked, there's still artists. They're still drawing stuff. There's still animators. They're still animating stuff. There's still writers. They're still writing stuff. Yeah, now there's AI that can do it too. So fucking what? If you're so easily discouraged that competition from a fucking algorithm can make you just go, well, fuck it, I guess it's pointless, then you were never all that passionate to fucking begin with, you fucking crybaby. Shut up. I'm tired of this fucking...
As it is right now, it's not perfect. There are mistakes and weird little quirks to these pieces. That's where a creative, talented artist can still shine. It's just going to be another tool to use, like the ruler, and art software adjustments like layers and filters. I have a lot of ideas I would love to see realized. If AI gets to the point I can do that for me and expedite my process rather than risking everything I have to realize a movie or book idea, I'm all over it. At least before mega corporations it not to utilize such technology for your own work in the future. There's at these stores. Okay. There we go. Now, pretty much.
Just 3. Cartoons. I've drawn claws on them. Finger is the claw. I like it. What kid? I mean the mouse? Oh, my bad. Gonna go for a cross-hatching ink, either color pencil or watercolor. I haven't decided yet. This is kind of what I'm working on right now, is deciding as I get these characters done, this character sheet done for it. When I color these up, yeah, I'm going to do some in color pencil and some in watercolor and figure out like what works best. You know? Also, I need my gloves. And stops sliding. There we go. But welcome, Midnight Bat. That's right here. Keep me in a word. I'll try to figure it out as best I can. But yeah, I definitely want to do traditional style. I didn't want to do digital because I want something that doesn't require electricity to see. And it kind of gives you that more, gives me that more personal feel. And I wasn't the only one that feels that way when it comes to making your own book. Like, all right, This also works as a good practice to figure out exactly what these shapes are going to be like for these mice. Yay. Broken ear, front ear. I guess with mice they don't have like an ear bone or whatever the hell cartilage it's going here. It's all flesh. So, as far as like the book goes, it is outlined. I got the story plan, beginning, middle, and end. As soon as I get these, as soon as I get 2 pages done, I'm going to try to find how. I have to figure that out on my own. I'm confident with the 2 pages I have done. I'm ready to get it out. I write in there too, like, hey, you know, I'm willing to work things different or change things if need be, and reason. I want kind of like a surreal, psychedelic, not psychedelic, but more of a surreal type of book. I mean, these mice are going to be pulling cheese puffs out of the ground and finding toys and interneting and enjoying VR. So I just wanted, so that aspect at least, it's going to be goofy. It's all about the story and the message. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could probably turn off the mic. That way, and I know what's going on. There we go. And yeah, let's turn up the sensitivity. Testing. Testing? There we go. That made a huge difference. Hopefully the music's not blaring too loud. Oh, like I could do a test. Yes, this is going to be a kid's book. There's dialogue and a narrator. Yes, this is going to be a kid's book. There's dialogue and narrator. I think I remember when one of my friends, ex-boyfriend / friend, said that I don't know if he would trust me with making a kid's book. And believe me, I took that as a compliment. I like being someone that's seen as like an unexpected choice for something like this. Just like when I got involved with furries, people were like, "Oh man, are you even a furry?" Because I didn't know a lot of certain things or wasn't involved in certain things. They didn't mean that in a bad way. They're just like, "Oh man, you're not like most furries I've seen." It's like, ah, damn, awesome. That makes me feel good. Makes me feel special. Even though I'm not. I know I'm not special. No one's special. No one is special. Alright, I still want this guy's eyes to be bloodshot. So we're going to make this guy's eyes bloodshot. We're going to try that. If I don't like that look, I'll just make him look more normal. Just have pupils and then bloodshot eyes. Probably because he's, I don't know, always high off of soda. There we go. So yes, soda. Lots of pop. Alright. So we'll leave the pencil work alone for now in case I want to change anything. Next character. Trent. His eyes are just going to be normal. Let's see, the look of Trent. See, already, I kind of want to correct TJ a little bit. Let's have a kind of a messy look on the back of the head. There we go. We have a big round belly. But not as big as the one that's going to try to warn them. Well, yeah, of course not. It's an interest. It's like it'd be like trying to include furry on the queer alphabet would be like trying to have Star Wars on there. There's some idiot on Fox News did like a bit about furries being included on there for some reason. I think his name was. It doesn't matter what his name is. He did it, but it was a news anchor. It's like, yeah, when are they going to include them? When do we include them on there? It's like never. It doesn't work that way. That's not happening. It's not like an identity. It's also not involving any rights that need to be fought for. No, there's no legislation against it being proposed. So yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah, we'll do Trent next. So this is gonna be Trent. I don't want to do like I don't want to do like all shots on each character because I want to do that anyways. It should be all kind of piece that together. So yeah, I guess we'll make this one like a head-on shot. At least more so than the other one. Let's see. We'll give him like a droopier maw here. Have more frazzled. This one. Let's have him like one tooth. Now we'll use that for Maryland. This is almost going to have like his teeth crossing. And Not feeling it. Not feeling that. More like chipped tooth. See, how would that look best? Too angular. You can't really tell. Figure the identifying factor is going to be like their teeth, nose, eyes. In fact, he's going to have big, more like toony eyes, kind of like that idea. Especially if they're uneven. Like they're always uneven. It's gonna happen anyways because I'm not like being meticulous about symmetry. Of course, I gotta keep in mind of height compared to each other here. And if you think of mouse, they think about a cat. Yeah, I thought that was an option. I'm leaning more towards it's kind of look more like, well, I know what's going on. It's because the nose needs to be a little more pointed. That's more like it. Whoops. Damn it. Yeah, I'll make this one like a pointed nose. Kind of like one big eye. One small toony eye. Big corneas. They make his face wider. Yeah, it's to the point where tiny ears. Make his whiskers a little more traditional. Coming straight out. There we go. We'll make him look more rounded off. Slimmer, I guess. Still gotta have that mouse look to him. Oh, I definitely should have did thumbnails before this. Head's way too big. Head is too big. Which means the body has to be bigger. I'm seeing it for scale. I'm gonna do scale sheet to be less detailed. I'll just do something rather quick so I can get the ideas of the height. This one's gonna have. Yeah, let's have him do some actual like gestures or something, so a little more animated. I can know what else I can do with these guys. Waving hi. And they get for it, likely their fingers chopped off. Well, man. Yep, I'm like having like little mini dreams while I'm doing this. When I say about the chopped off fingers, that's because I watched that movie Bullet Train last night. Pretty damn good movie. That's it. That's all I gotta say about it. Alright. I know. You know what? Yeah, let's have the teeth crooked and like crossing. That looks good right there. All right. Ooh. That's it. All right. We got Trent. I think his other eye should be goofily small. It's bulging out too. Yeah, there we are. There we go. All right. Take some other things. Take care of some other things. Good night. See you later on in the day tonight, probably.